Is Native Instruments losing its magic touch in the music production world? Let's dive into why I personally believe this iconic brand is struggling to keep up. Today, I'm going to explore 5 key reasons why I think Native Instruments is losing its competitive edge in this music production industry. Now, if you're a fan of music technology, you're a music producer, you're going to want to stick around for this one. Let's get started. My name is Vaughan, of course. Here on We Create Music TV, we talk about many different things from music tech, master classes, interviews, podcasts. If those things interest you, make sure to give us a thumbs up, make sure to subscribe, make sure to like, make sure to share. But once again, welcome to the channel. Let's dive right into it. Number 1, let's talk about the overwhelming product lineup at Native Instruments. I think this is the first thing, the sheer volume of options that they offer. While it is impressive, can feel more like a maze than a playground. Sure, variety is great, but when you're staring down hundreds, and I mean hundreds of contact libraries, the question isn't, what's available for me to use? It's, man, how many grand pianos, how many synths, how many, string instruments, woodwinds do I actually need to get the job done? At some point, the frustration outweighs the inspiration. It's no surprise that many of us, and I mean many, and I've talked to a bunch of different people, me and a friend of mine, we have conversations about this all the time. And it's no surprise that many of us turn to more streamlined alternatives. And this isn't B. Vaughan's take. It's many users across different forums and different reviews that echo the same sentiment. Native Instruments offers, if you're familiar with Native Instruments, they offer everything, right? Synths, effects, controllers, interfaces. They offer so many different things. But if I'm really being honest, the user experience often feels cluttered and it can be intimidating, especially for a newcomer, right? Newcomers especially, who are trying to navigate what's essential versus what's merely nice to have, can be a headache. Even for someone who uses Native Instruments on a daily basis, it can be a headache. It can be very overwhelming, very frustrating. It's just not about what do I buy, right? It's not just the purchasing process. It's, for me specifically, it's an ordeal. So here's what I think Native Instruments can do to make serious improvements regarding this overwhelming product line. Number 1 is to create genre-specific bundles. Now, me and a friend of mine, we talk about this. I think this is something that Native Instruments needs to do immediately, to create curated packages that are tailored to production styles like hip hop, EDM, cinematic scoring, whatever your field is for music production. Streamline these processes so that users know exactly what they're getting without second guessing whether they're missing something critical. If you had just a hip hop section, right? Here are the different things you can do or use from a hip hop perspective, or pop or EDM. I think that would provide more clarity as to what to purchase rather than just purchasing the entire complete 15 bundle. Because I'll tell you right now, the entire complete 15, I don't even use all of it, right? There are certain things that I use based upon the style of music that I do, but I don't use all the complete 15, nor do I think everyone needs complete 15. Maybe they need complete 3.5, right? Depending on what it is that they need. But complete 15, complete 16, 17, whenever they come up with these new ones every year or so, can be overwhelming. Number 2 is to have interactive product recommendations. Imagine a tool on their website where you could input your goals, your style of music, your skill level, and it spits out a curated list of products, right? This would eliminate decision fatigue and make the buying process intuitive and efficient. If they had that, I know exactly, I'll put my goals in, I'll put the style that I work in, and it spits out, buy all of these. And that's what I would purchase. I get it. Buying Complete 15 may save you some money, but do I need all of that? It's taking up tons of hard drive space. And I may not need all of those to do what I need. Number 3 would be to have in-app smart recommendations. This gives them the ability to enhance their software, to analyze project genres and suggest compatible sounds or effects. I mean, based upon my genre and my style, what I'm creating, it could offer different plugins or sound packs or instruments based upon what I'm already working in, right? This could be a built-in recommendation engine that gives us, the users, the music producers, the composers, the ability to provide curated information right there, right at our fingertips, without scrolling and going through tons of contact libraries or using Complete Control or Guitar Rig or whatever the case, right? This just gives us the ability to know exactly what we're using and to keep that creative momentum alive. Next is they can have personalized learning paths, right? This gives them the ability to create in-depth courses tailored to different user levels. So if you're a beginner or intermediate or advanced, they could create courses specific just for those. Now, I understand they have of course, because I'm on it all the time, their YouTube channel, but they could create interactive lessons or assignments and have progress tracking through maybe their app or the website portal, make it feel more like you are attending an exclusive masterclass provided by Native Instruments. Now, these aren't just upgrades. These, for me, they're necessary steps toward making their platform accessible without diluting the appeal to beginners, intermediate, serious producers, right? So let's face it, we don't need more Native Instruments, right? We don't need more. We need better. All right, so what do y'all think? Take a moment, drop your comments below. Let me know what you think about the first one. Number 2 is their customer service and user experiences. I don't know if you tried to contact Native Instruments to get information and feedback, but it could be an ordeal. I mean, good service and seamless experiences are the backbone for any successful business, especially in music production, where time is money, money is time, and inspiration waits for no one. But Native Instruments, you've been dropping the ball here a little bit. You got users frustrated over slow response times, unhelpful support, and a clunky software activation process. Look, don't even let me get into native access, right? Don't let me get into that one yet. But yeah, native access can be, because it's not just the occasional hiccup. It's a pattern that I personally see. Now you compare that to companies like Cherry Audio or AAS or Akai, who got their customer service game locked down, straightforward and user-friendly approaches. Native Instruments' complicated systems are literally pushing people into the arms of their competitors. I mean, you got people who are mass exiting platforms like Machine and going over to Akai, or just some of the other products that they have and going over to competitors. And you know what? I really don't blame them. Now, I'm not trying to bash Native Instruments. I mean, there's things that they could do to improve, but I'm not trying to bash them. They are a great company. They make great products and great tools. I'm talking about what could they do to make this better, to be the top tier of all music production companies, period. So here's what I think, once again, here's what I think Native Instruments can do to turn this around. Number 1 is to have AI-powered chat support. They need to roll out AI-driven chatbots that can handle common issues very quickly. I mean, fast. Like, as soon as you get on the site, you experience an issue, you can go right to the chatbot and it helps you to solve problems. Now, for more complex problems, those bots should be able to pass you on to a real human without making the customer jump through hoops. That's the thing, right? Any customer service experience, you don't want to jump through a convoluted IVR. You don't want to, have to press 1 for this, 2 for this, 5 for this, 9 for this. You want to get to a person. You don't want to spend all day on the line, agent, customer service, customer support, right? You want to get right to a person. Next is to have in-app interactive tutorials. Now imagine if Native Access, right? Native Access walk you through the troubleshooting and basic tasks step by step right in the software. It's hands-on, it's practical, and it cuts out the guesswork. It's right there in the app. You can troubleshoot certain things. It has a help support system that's built in that provides you step-by-step instructions on how to do whatever it is that you're doing to handle the issue that you are facing. Next is that they can have enhanced library management. Native Access just kills me with their library management. I just don't, maybe it's me, but I just don't get their library management process. So for me, it would make sense to reinstate and improve the locate library feature. Oh my gosh. I don't know why y'all changed that, but I used to love the locate library feature in Native Access with auto detection and batch relocation options. Now, they do have it somewhat built into there. It's a convoluted process. So if you move libraries to, as I just recently did, to new hard drives and you try to go through the batch, oh my gosh, it couldn't find libraries. I had to go find each individual library separately, and it was just an issue, right? And then sometimes you got to go reload libraries that it doesn't find, and it's like, oh my gosh. So I keep like Contact 5.6.0. That's the great one, 5.6.0. If you don't have it, I would say go back and keep it, because you can still go back and manually load libraries into it as you should be able to without going through Native Access. It's just, I don't know. Sometimes when you move things, Native Access doesn't always find it the right way. I don't know. It's just weird. But go back and put that back. Maybe that's just me. You tell me what you think if you thought that was a feature that you like. But for me, it just makes the library management seamless, and for me, more user-friendly to eliminate workflow disruptions. Next is to create a customer feedback loop. Create a built-in feedback system within Native Access, allowing us to report bugs and features and to share frustrations directly. I want to go to the site. Let's do it right in Native Access. Now, pair this with regular updates addressing top user concerns, showing us, the customers, that our input actively shapes the platform. It helps us to know that you're listening to us, right? And at the end of the day, good customer service and a smooth user experience aren't optional, it's essential. If Native Instruments wants to keep their spot as a leader in this industry, they need to make these changes sooner rather than later. The competition isn't going to wait, trust me. They're not going to wait for y'all. And neither are we, the users. We're going to go find something else. But what do you think? I think I'm going to ask you this question after each one anyway. What do you think? Have you experienced issues with Native Instruments customer service or their software? What's one thing that you would change, that you would like to see them make to improve the overall user experience? So let me know in the comments. I love to hear what your thoughts are. And number 3 for me is the perceived lack of innovation. Now, they went through a whole revamp, right? Redid their logo with this, the N and the I, make it look like AI. But I haven't really experienced this innovation yet, because we know innovation is the key in this fast-paced world of technology and music production. Brands need to consistently push the boundaries to stay relevant. There are companies that are doing it, and despite new releases, I feel that Native Instruments products are no longer groundbreaking as they once were. There was a time when Native Instruments was doing things and releasing things that you were like, oh, these companies can't keep up with NI. And I just don't feel that way anymore. I feel that other companies have really risen up to the top to give them that competition that is currently visible within the music production landscape. So for an example, the recent updates and new product releases have been incremental, right? We've seen them. They have been incremental rather than truly innovative. I mean, just look at the latest update to Machine 3.0. Right, go check out my Machine 3.0 video. It'll be over here somewhere, right? I'm gonna link it so that you can go check that video out if you haven't seen it yet. Now, while Native Instruments continues to release new versions of their software and hardware, these updates often lack the wow, and that's the thing. I wanna be wowed by Native Instruments once again, right? The wow factor, it used to set them apart. We looked forward to these releases. Now we get a play series every month. We get a new instrument every month. I mean, you go to their site and every month there's something new and it's like, this is, Give me that wow factor like you used to do for me, right? Some of y'all are probably still being wowed. I want to be wowed. Give that to me, right? This perception is particularly damaging in any field, where cutting technology and new features are highly valued. I mean, look at Akai, look at IK Multimedia, look at Softube. They are often seen as offering more exciting and innovative products, which further exasperates the issue. I'm not wowed at the moment. So here's some things, once again, I think that Native Instruments can do to resolve this. I mean, you redid your logo to make it look like AI and to give us some AI type stuff, right? Develop plugins that leverage AI to assist with composition or sound design or mixing. For example, plugins that suggest chord progressions, automate complex mixing tasks, or create unique soundscapes based upon our inputs. I mean, take something like Scalar 2, put it in, Native Instruments. Yeah, I know Machine got, a chord feature and all that good stuff, right? I mean, that's when Machine was released back then. What's new though, right? Give us that AI that we've been looking at in the form of your logo. Where's that in the form of instruments and our workflow and things like that? Number 2 is that you can have a personalized workflow tool. Introduce tools that learn from our style, our preferences, to offer personalized recommendations and workflow enhancements. That would be awesome. Hey, I know that you produce R&B, pop, EDM, cinematic. Here's some things that you may want to look at based upon that style. That would be great. Oh, I didn't know you had that. Let me go purchase that. That, for me, that would make a person go purchase a particular product more if there were recommendations based upon what I was already doing. Next is that you could do hackathons or innovation challenge competitions, right? These type of competitions could encourage us as users to create new plugins and tools using your software. And then those winners could have their creations officially released by Native Instruments. It could become an official Native Instruments product. I am sure the customer, user, music production community have skills that they could take and create products that you may want to release. It could be, you can name it however you want to name it, but I think that would be something that would be good to engage the user community from that perspective. I mean, how much buy-in would we get, you get from us creating Native Instruments products that are released and officially, released by Native Instruments. I think that would be great. Next is to have a unified product ecosystem. Now, I can tell you, this one we talk about a lot. Oh, we talk about this a lot. The ability for you, Native Instruments, to build a centralized system that connects all of your tools in one platform. I mean, you got complete control, you got Machine, you got Guitar Rig, you got Contact, you got tons of instruments and play series, and put it into one seamless platform, one seamless ecosystem that is compatible and efficient for all to use. One platform, right? I don't want to use complete control and then Machine over here, and then open Contact. And now, granted, I can get Contact in, put everything in complete control then, and allow me to use everything in complete control, and let that be the cross-platform for everything. Massive, I mean, you name it, everything. I open up Reactor, I open up and use in complete control. Now, maybe I don't use complete control like everybody else. So you tell me in the comments, can I do all that with complete control? Can I open up Guitar Rig and all these different instruments in complete control and use it as one seamless tool, one seamless software? I know, you let me know in the comments. Now, innovation is what sets leaders apart from the pack. And right now, Native Instruments isn't delivering the groundbreaking advancements that they're known for. The competition is moving fast, and you take a look, they are moving fast. And producers are looking for tools that inspire and push boundaries. Now, if Native Instruments, if you don't step up, you're going to risk losing the community that you've helped build. So what do you think? Jump in the comments, let me know. Let me know what your thoughts are. Are Native Instruments' recent updates still cutting edge, or are they falling behind? What kind of innovation would you like to see from them in the future? Let me hear your thoughts in those comments. Number 4 is the high cost and upgrade path frustrations. All right, so let's talk about this money thing, right? This money side of Native Instruments. And Native Instruments, of course, every year, every month, they hit us hard with high costs and frustrating upgrade paths. Let me be real for a moment. Some of these upgrades don't bring serious value, right? We're spending money. Sometimes when I look at the upgrades, I don't know if I feel like giving up the cash for that. I'm going from complete 14 to complete 15. What has really changed? 4 instruments maybe, and then do I even use those 4 instruments, or would I even use those 4 instruments in my production today? Maybe, maybe not. All right, but Reason does the same thing, but I got to do a Reason video for this as well, because I was a long time Reason user, and then I switched because of stuff like this. But I'm gonna do a Reason video as well, so y'all look forward to one of those coming down the pike. So it's not just me. This long-term customers have criticized Native Instruments' pricing structure, feeling that the cost of upgrades is not justified by the incremental improvements offered. So for instance, the cost of just to upgrade from one, as I was saying, from one version, complete 14 to complete 15 can be very expensive. And oh, your upgrade is $5.99, but should I be paying $5.99 for this upgrade when I'm only getting maybe 3 or 4 new instruments, right? I don't know. Particularly when the new features aren't really significant enhancements. Now, for me, and maybe for others, this can lead to a growing sense of frustration among us who feel that our loyalty is being taken for granted. And additionally, the constant promotions and bundle deals can make it hard to keep track of what is actually good and just what's nice to have, and just adds to the overall sense of confusion and dissatisfaction. So once again, Native Instruments, here's what I think that you could do to fix it. Have an installment payment plan. Give users the option to spread out payments over a few months, either interest-free or at a super low rate, right? And you got companies who can do it. Sweetwater, Zounds. I mean, shoot, Zounds even has your products up there for a monthly fee. That's the thing, right? They have your products on Zounds or Sweetwater for a low monthly fee. I mean, I guess you're doing it, but through a third-party vendor like Zounds or Sweetwater. Now, we could do it that way. I don't know if you could do this. Maybe you could do the software. I'm not sure. I haven't seen where you can do complete suite like that. But if you have the option, I think that would be great, because this makes those high-cost products and bundles way more accessible, especially for people who ain't got a lot of money, but they want it, so give them options to do it. Once again, look, I'm going to mention it here because I think it's important here as well to create theme bundles, right? Bundle up everything as a producer that a producer is going to need for that style, right? Hip hop, EDM, cinematic scoring, and then price those bundles at a real discount compared to buying each of them individually, right? So you figure it out. But here's the producer pack, hip hop producer pack is this price. Here's the EDM producer pack, it's this price, right? You got tons of cinematic stuff, right? Give that, its own category, its own pricing structure for those who are into that cinematic field and movie scoring, etc. Next, you can have a loyalty rewards program. So introduce a program that rewards longtime users with discounts and free upgrades or exclusive content based upon their purchase history, because we know you keep all the purchase history. So, hey, you know what? You've purchased all of our products before. We're releasing this to you for free for being a loyal customer. Show that, you appreciate us, that we're loyal to your organization, and reward us with tangible benefits. I think that would be great. Next would be to have a simplified upgrade tier. So offer a clear, affordable upgrade path with tier pricing based on the user's current software version. Now, I know you do this on certain things, right? Especially Complete. Complete has it, right? So if I were to own Complete, then I pay this price. If I have Complete Select, then I pay this particular price, right? I get that, but do it for all the products, right? Even Machine, right? Because I think I have almost every single Machine pack that exists, right? Make it easier for customers to see the value of upgrading without feeling like they're paying full price for minor improvements. And that is always my thing. If I'm upgrading to something, I don't want it to feel like a minor. I want it to feel like it's an actual upgrade. Now, at the end of the day, Pricing and upgrade paths can make or break a brand's relationship with their customers. So if Native Instruments doesn't start valuing their customers' loyalty and simplifying the process, you're going to lose people to more affordable and transparent competitors. So what do you think? What's your take? Do you think Native Instruments pricing structure is fair, or are the costs and upgrades out of line? I mean, am I just being crazy? Now, what changes would you like to make to their products to make them more accessible and appealing to you? Let me know your thoughts below. And number 5 is the competition and alternative solutions. Look, so let's face it, y'all. The competition in the music production world is fierce, and Native Instruments isn't the only game in town. Akai Multimedia, Softube, Akai, they're out here delivering products that are not just competitive. In some cases, they could be straight up better in terms of innovation, ease of use, and affordability. These competitors are not only matching, but are often exceeding Native Instruments in terms of innovation, user experience, and cost effectiveness. So take Akai Multimedia's Amplitude 5. It's like Guitar Rig, right? It's giving a Guitar Rig a run for its money. It has a massive selection of guitar pedals, guitar gear models. It's pretty much like their answer to Guitar Rig. And then you have Softube's Amp Room, which nails vintage emulations on the head. I mean, you take a look at their Amp Room and you get those vintage gear emulations like nobody else. The bottom line, producers have more choices than ever, and many are jumping ship. Many are going to some of these competitors. So once again, Native Instruments, here's what I think you could do to address this issue. Collaborate with industry leaders. Now, I'm not saying that you don't, because we know you do, right? That's how you get a lot of those contact libraries, is they're provided by Sound Iron and Output and you name it. There's many competitors that are out there creating, even Cherry Audio. Like, there's a ton of companies that you're partnering with to create those contact libraries. But I mean like developers like Ableton or Universal Audio or Reason Studios, right? Reason, I got to talk about them later. But to be able to create seamless integration across platforms, the ability to streamline workflows and to give users something that they can't get anywhere else. I don't know what that looks like, right? I could do a whole video on it. I can go and research and kind of think deeply about what that looks like. That's not the point of this video. Maybe I'll do a video just on that specifically, but maybe you could figure that out. And then the next is to have next level plugin features. Develop plugins that push the boundaries, like, once again, AI tools. AI is going to be here forever. So offer some type of AI tools. Groundbreaking sound manipulation tech or interactive visuals that add a whole new layer to music production. Why not have community driven content? I mentioned this before, right? With having your users build, their own Native Instruments library. This allows them to be able to continue to do that, right? It's an addition, and I think it fit here perfectly. This gives us the ability to share and showcase our own sound libraries, our own presets, our own templates. Reward the most creative ones, right? With exclusive discounts, incentives, or even the ability to release them as official Native Instruments packs or sound libraries. Next is to have an interactive learning platform. So you could offer immersive online learning tools that gives us quizzes and assignments and real-time feedback to help users master all your gear. Make it easy and engaging to level up. Now, I don't know where you are in your space of education. I know you have the YouTube channel. I know you have tutorials and manuals, and I don't know where you are in response to actually educating your user base, right? Your tutorials are great. I'm not saying that they're not. They're just not always. Let me put it this way. Other people have to do the tutorials at those levels that provide us with the information that we need in order to use your equipment. There's no way I'm gonna leave it up to somebody else to do an in-depth product review or a tutorial or masterclass. I should be doing that as the organization. I'm not gonna let music tech help guy or the Logic Master Trainer do what we should be doing. I don't know. Maybe maybe that's just me coming from an educational background. I'm going to provide you. If I have an organization, I'm going to make sure this organization provides you with what you need. You can go still listen to somebody else, but are we going to give you the necessary resources, the tools, the education to master our products? That's just how I feel about that. And so we keeping it real. We know that the competition in this music production space is heating up. And you as Native Instruments can't afford to stay stagnant. Once again, companies like Akai Multimedia, Softube, Akai, Cherry Audio, AAS, I mean, you name it. They're pushing boundaries. We got more choices, and we're finding that we can get value elsewhere. If you Native Instruments wants to stay in this game, and trust me, I know you're going to be in this game because people use your stuff. But if you want to be the premier, the top tier, then you're going to have to figure out how to innovate, collaborate, and listen to your community. All right, so what's your take? Once again, what's your take? Are competitors like IK Multimedia and Softube and Akai, are they still in the spotlight? Or can Native Instruments make a comeback? What would you like to see from them to keep you invested in their organization, in their products? Drop your comments below. And so, in summary, right, in conclusion for this whole thing, here are my key takeaways. Native Instruments has some real issues to tackle. I think you know that. I think they know that. From their product lineup to poor customer service to lack of innovation, to high cost, and the serious competition, they're at risk of losing their edge, right? I mean, from my perspective. That's why I do these types of videos. I want to talk about it. Let's have conversation around it. Am I off my rocker? You tell me. Well, so what do you think? Is Native Instruments still holding it down, or are they falling off? Let me know your thoughts once again. If you're feeling this type of content, these types of videos, this type of conversation, make sure to like, share, subscribe, so that we could really dig deep into what really matters here in this music industry. Once again, thank you for watching. My name is Vaughan, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.